And we are live. Kimberly just, oh, look at that. Eric joined in right just as we went live. Hey, Eric, we're live. Are you on?
I am. I might. Can you hear me?
We can hear you just fine.
Awesome. Are we not live?
No, we're live.
Oh, well, no one was talking. Hello, everyone.
I'm messing with 12 different screens going here because I'm the Cubist tonight. So,
how are you doing, Kimberly? She's muted. Kimberly, you're muted.
Kimberly is muted. We're focused on me, probably. Are we focused on me?
Oh my God, you're so selfish.
We're a bunch of losers here. All right. Welcome to the Cubist. Tonight we are talking about Granite Game Summit, which is why Kimberly's here, right?
Well, we're not going to be talking about it unless she figures out how to unmute herself.
Yeah, she needs to figure out what she's doing. So the reason the three of us are here.
What's that, Kimberly? We should talk about Unpub instead.
Okay.
There we go.
There she goes. All right, people are here. People are in the chat room.
Muted again.
I don't know what is she doing.
With her?
No, I'm not doing anything. She's just giggling.
It's me. I muted it intentionally because I want to make sure it's not going to run in the background when I open the chat. Hold on, I'll be right back.
I just did that. All right.
Don't talk to me. Love you.
The reason we're here is because we're here to talk about Granite Game Summit. And the three of us, theoretically, are all going to Granite Game Summit. March 8th-ish weekend.
Yeah, you can tell you're really prepared for this.
I am totally not prepared. I have to.
Yes, it is the weekend of Friday, March 8th to Sunday, March 10th.
There you go.
But before we talk about that, being that as our main topic, should we talk about some games we recently played?
We could do that. Are you ready to talk about something while I mess around in the background?
Yeah, I could do that. I had recently run out of escape room games to play. This is like at my eye level. I had run out of escape room games to play, and Brandon Kemp had actually suggested, let me get the exact name of it. It's like Esker's Notebook, something like that. It comes in a little tuck box, and it's just a deck of cards. It was called Dr. Esker's Notebook.
Not familiar with that.
And no, me either. It's from Plankton Games, which is a company I'm not familiar with either. But I got it in the mail, and it was like 70 cards in a box, and the 70 cards comprised of 9 different puzzles. And unlike the escape room games, which try and build some sort of thematic tie to the whole thing and make it into like this immersive, escape room experience, this was straight up like 9 different kinds of puzzles. So it was right up my alley, and the fact that I love doing puzzles, and I did it in just over an hour, and now I'm out of escape room games and puzzle games. So yeah, I think it was like $12. I mean, it wasn't a huge like financial commitment. I got it on Amazon, came in like 4 days or whatever. Let's see how much it was. It was $14, yeah. But yeah, and it was not destroyed at all, so it is
nice.
Able to be passed along to someone else. Yeah, not by me, but yeah. But yeah, so that is and I would say it's definitely a play it, especially if you like these kinds of games. And yeah, that's Dr. Esker's Notebook, a puzzle card game in the style of escape room games, and it all fits in a tuck box. And it isn't even like the unlock has like the tarot size cards, and the Deckscape has like those oversized cards. This was just like a literal regular deck of cards. It was the most portable of all.
Nice. That reminds me, I need to add that escape room that I bought to my packing list for Granite Game Summit. One more thing. I think I need to bring a second suitcase. I'm bringing too much junk.
What?
Oh my goodness.
What escape room?
Oh, I bought this escape game. Remember I talked about it, and it needs a third person to set it up who isn't playing.
Oh yes.
It's like really weird. I got it at like a grocery store. It's kind of strange, but
that sounds promising.
We'll give it a try.
Ooh, try this lobster I got at the Dirt Mall.
No, I mean it was at a game store at a grocery store. It's a pretty big grocery store, so but it's still a weird it's a no name. It's not. It's an.
Well, hey, we found out today from Dr. Esker's notebook that you don't need to know the name of the company for it to be a quality product.
Right. So. Exactly. Could be the same brand for all I know.
True.
All right.
I believe Brandon is talking about the escape room game when he says, "I'm all for trying it out with y'all."
That's right. He'd chimed in.
I hope that's what he's talking
about. The non-player character.
Paul and Cal wants to know if it's edible.
No.
Oh.
A different kind. Yeah. Yeah. If you play with your mom. Sorry.
I will kick you out of Granite Game Summit for this behavior, sir.
You only have to eat it.
I was going to bring up.
You have to eat all the cards you get wrong.
Yeah, it's like a padlock, and it's just like a 4-digit code, and the game master sets up the codes and knows the secret code. That's all.
Wait a second, is this password?
No.
I've played that game with the 4-digit code that one person knows and the other people have to guess.
Yes, no. It actually has puzzles. It actually has puzzles in it.
Oh, okay. Because that kind of is a puzzle game and like a deduction abstract kind of way.
Yeah.
That's actually
no. It actually has puzzles in it.
I had a copy of that growing up, and I really enjoyed
with
that.
The red screen.
I don't know that ours had a. It was like a plastic form thing, and like one side was like a little covered, and so you couldn't see it. Like it had like a canopy or like I guess what you call player screen now.
Yeah,
but it was like a plastic form one.
I have that. I may have it. You know me. I got everything.
If only you could find it.
I do. Yeah. Just cleaning my basement here. I've had to go too deep in my game shelves. It's horrible. So. Anyway, so I was going to talk about one of two games.
I believe that.
Is one of them Herbaceous Sprouts?
It is. I was going to talk about Fire in the Library just so I could use Burn It. But I chose to bring down Herbaceous Sprouts.
But
which is good.
Just to clarify, you don't actually want to burn the game in the Cubist sense for Fire in the Library, right?
We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's next week.
I'm kind of struggling with the rules right now.
Okay. I had it taught to me, so I cannot speak for the rules at all, but I had it taught to me twice, once by Tony himself and once by Andrew at G2S last year. And rules aside, it's a very fun push or luck game. But
conceptually, it's fine. I'm just struggling with some
rules at all.
I'm struggling with some.
That being said, Andrew's in the chat if you want to ask him those rule questions.
We could also probably ask Tony who designed it, or John.
We could. I figured I'll just deal with that later. It was more of a joke just to be able to say burn it with Fire in the Library. That is all.
And are you talking about Herbaceous Sprouts? Because Steve Finn will be at G2S?
Yeah.
G2S? I can't say my own thing. I'm going to die now. Cool.
I screw that up all the time. Yeah, I picked up Herbaceous Sprouts used. Querdcast? I forget her name. Was doing a purge and of games, and I offered to buy that. And we're big fans of the regular Herbaceous, so I just got this on a lark because we like Herbaceous, and
so this is
Sobo's art.
Herbaceous, the dice game, right?
Correct. So
can I go off on a complete tangent before you talk about it?
You bet.
Because I just saw today they announced Kingsburg, the dice game.
I saw that.
Like WTF, isn't Kingsburg a dice game?
Yes.
What? That's like the only thing it's known for. It's a dice placement game. Wow.
Must be like a more simplified dice game. Maybe they mean like roll and write.
Yeah, I mean Kingsburg couldn't be any more boring, so maybe adding.
Whoa!
Maybe.
Whoa!
Oh,
mute him. Wait, I love dice placement games. I don't.
I do too. I don't like Kingsburg. I find it boring. Well, whatever. All right, can I talk? Can I talk about
roll and write version?
Can I talk about Herbaceous for 5 seconds?
Now that you've already clarified that,
all right.
I have a taste. Did you know that Eric and I are friends and we do a show together?
Yeah, we're only nice to each other in the morning.
By evenings, we're like arch enemies. All right. So Herbaceous Sprouts is very similar to the base game, where you have dice that have the symbols of rosemary and thyme and saffron and all the usual spices. And you're rolling the dice, and then you have to you have to plant pairs or multiple sets or different kinds, into the different areas of the board to score points, and you mark them with a token. And there's a fourth category that's a little different. That one is a flower, and you have to have, I think, a spade to be able to plant the flower. You don't have to have multiple flowers. So that sort of represents the weird section, like that used to be the jar with the pointed flowers that's in the regular game. And those are worth a little bit more points. And then we played a 2-player game. In the 2-player game, you have a kind of a dummy player. So you draw out 3 cards every turn, and then the third player blocks the spot of the card that you don't take, and kind of fills up the board a little bit. So that speeds the game through. I like it. It has these actions on the cards that allow you to kind of re-roll some of your dice, and you get to choose which the cards have dice on them, and you get to choose which one, depending on turn order, which one you want to take. So you can take dice that have stuff on them you want. And it's just a variation of Herbaceous. There's more opportunities to score, so it's not... There's just more scoring options, and it's a little more open than the base card game, because the base card game has that sort of push your luck element of like, oh, I need to keep saving all these herbs, and then somebody plants and then you can't, or you can't get as many points because they've just done it, or you can't replant the same thing. So anyway, this, I don't know, I think we did, it's just different enough. I really liked it. It's definitely a play it for me. I wouldn't, I guess if you didn't have one or the other and you liked the theme, I would definitely buy it. If you already had Herbaceous, I would play it and then see how you liked it. So
if you didn't have either and you were going to buy one, which one would you buy?
Ooh, that's a good question.
It really depends on if you like dice or not. If you're not a fan of dice, I'd get the card one. Of the two, since I like dice, I would get this one first.
So you like it better than Herbaceous?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. That seems good.
Fine.
How about you, Kimberly? What have you been playing? Have you been playing all the play to win games so that you know them all?
Get a better chance.
Like I have time to do any of that stuff.
Well, you had time to punch them all out anyway. I
had time to have like my significant other and friends punch them out while Kevin and I did other G2S things to prepare for the convention. We just feed people, and we bring them into Granite Game Summit headquarters. We give them some food, and then we put them to work out of love. And then we play games after. So
you did their words game playing. Did you get to play?
I didn't. What did we play? We played Rococo. I think that's the only thing I played at the actual punching party.
That's fancy.
It's so it's perfect for Fancy Friday.
Oh, what's that?
Is Rococo the one that they're remaking, the dressmaking game? That's the one they're redoing that
no,
they're not doing.
Preta-Porter is that.
Okay. What is Rococo? What's the theme of Rococo?
Dressmaking dresses.
So there are 2 dressmaking games, and I got the wrong one that's getting reprinted. So I was halfway there.
Yeah, you were halfway there. We'll give you credit on that. But I was going to talk about Universal Rule, if that's okay.
Of course it is. I like Chip.
Yeah, me too. So Chip will also be at Granite Game Summit showing off. I don't remember what his new game is he's showing off. But he's showing something off. Maho might know in the chat.
I think it was some sort of wasn't it a slot machine theme game?
Possibly. If only I had it on my website, which I do. I could have just checked that probably.
It's on the website. I don't remember seeing it.
It is, or it's at least on the Table Tents, which I have all the PDF files for on my phone. I'll check it in a second. But Universal Rule is designed by the lovely Chip Bouvet, and the art is done by Sarah Bouvet. It's a Button Shy published game, so 18 cards. It's a teeny tiny 4X game with a lot of play, and it plays in about a half an hour. It's great. It says 3 to 5 players. I think I've only played it at 3 and 4. I didn't realize it went to 5. Oof. Who tapped your microphone?
Sorry.
You're building planets and colonizing them. and then you can attack each other, and it's great. It has a ton of gameplay in a button shy game. Like it's a lot heavier and thinkier than you would expect it to be, and it didn't get enough love and attention, I don't think, when it first came out.
Which one are we talking about?
Universal Rule.
Yeah, I haven't played that one. I
Proving
played the
the
other one.
point, it didn't get enough
No,
attention.
I thought he did another one. Didn't he do
Smoke and Mirrors?
Oh yeah. Smoke and Mirrors is also Chip. Mm-hmm.
He did not do Avignon.
No, that
Okay.
is
That's John DuBois.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one. I was getting those two confused. Sorry.
Yeah. Nope. Chip did Universal Rule and Smoke and Mirrors, but I haven't played Smoke and Mirrors. I own it. Yeah, it's lovely. The art's really good, cute. I think you can buy it for like $10 when it's in print.
Mm-hmm.
I would mark it if you like 4X games and games with multi-use cards at all. Buy it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Chip also runs a fun website. I think Eric plays it too. A little alliteration.
Yeah.
I've been playing that. This
That is a fun
month.
Twitter game.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, they give usually a phrase, and you have to give a 3-word answer, and it has to be alliteration, which is they all start with the same 3 letters. Actually, the first 3 letters of the 3 words all have to start the same way. So
one of them was 10 tentacle tennis.
there you go.
That sounds cute.
The hard one for me was the drawing from a couple days ago with Bill Clinton. Did you figure that one out?
Did you went now? Who with Bill Clinton?
Eric?
I'm checking now. It's not ringing a bell, but you know,
Okay. I didn't want to give it away because I'm getting points anyway. Because
it's clever though. Chip runs a lot of those things. He's got the little
there's several of
alliteration.
them.
He does the magic square thing. Yeah. He likes to do the puzzles. He's very good at it.
Nice.
Yeah. And he will be one of the designers along with Stephen Vinn and Designer Alley.
Ben asked probably, I don't know. Well, let's ask. Ben asked, what are the food rules for the convention?
What are the food rules for the convention? We just ask that you don't bring like greasy, don't touch people's games with chicken fingers and pizza hands and stuff like that. We have the don't bring in a rotisserie chicken is what it says on our website.
I thought that was hilarious.
But snacks are fine. I'm disappointed every year that somebody doesn't come dressed as a rotisserie chicken. I feel like you guys are really letting me down.
I will really, that would be pretty good.
Every year I'm like, come on, this is the year. No. And then I don't feel loved anymore.
So the other night we were playing games. My wife comes in with a bag of what you would know as our regional brand of Cheetos cheese puffs. And I said, you are not eating those as much as I love you with my brand new imported game of no thanks. I'm sorry, honey. Just got this.
So you said no thanks
I
to
said
that?
no thanks. You did. Thank you.
No thanks.
Okay, I totally set you up for that.
I see Troy has.
I've eaten junk food like that with chopsticks before.
Oh yeah, I have
done
the
best
Cheetos
game
with
for that
chopsticks.
is Chopstick Mega Dexterity Challenge 3000.
With questionably racist box art.
Yes. Yeah. Well, any of those.
I know. They're terrible.
All right. Getting back to Troy's more serious question.
Okay. So Troy in the
Is
chat.
it getting bigger?
Getting bigger. Boo. We actually chose not to grow it this year, even though it sells out. We would like to maintain it for this year and next year and work on streamlining some things, making our lives easier and making it better from an attendee front. We're trying to make sure everything flows as well as it possibly can. We tried to make the floor plan more ADA accessible, things like that.
Sure.
This year we got to have
in
food
the new
truck.
location, right?
We do, yeah. This year we have a whole new location and we get to have food trucks.
Nice.
Yeah. We have a halal food truck and a taco truck. Yes. Yeah. Make sure to enjoy our food truck friends. Thankfully, they are places that we've actually eaten at too. They're not just like random food trucks. It turns out that in New England, in March. Not a lot of food trucks in operation due to snow. So a lot of them were like, nope, not that time of the year. Which makes sense, I suppose.
So what are they? Do you know?
Yeah, one is halal. Shea Rafiki is halal food. What I have had there is a chicken kebab platter with rice and vegetables. It was amazing. And the other one is Mr. B's Tacos, which is regular street style tacos, and they also do the fried corn ones where they where they poof up the shell, and then they do burrito plates and stuff.
Now, what I want to know is how close is this new hotel to that amazing barbecue place?
Oh, closer than the other hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you just go.
And there's a trampoline place right next door that I want to go to.
The trampoline place is like the other side of the highway, but yes.
Okay.
What Patrick wants to do is go to the punching party or go to the setup party and then go jump on a trampoline.
Right after tacos.
Right after tacos.
Anecdotal story, Patrick.
Yes.
My wife took me to one of those trampoline things because they had like some exercise class for adults.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, I threw out my back and I had to go to a chiropractor for like 9 months.
Nice.
I'm so sorry.
It was fun for like the first 37 minutes.
Sure.
Minute 38, my back was like, no, pal.
Yeah. I'm joking. I'm not really going to the trampoline. Yeah.
I really did it.
I'm about a week away from 50 when we go to this thing. We're not doing that.
Yes.
Hey, Daniel. Paul had a great comment. So there's like a attendee library.
Yes.
And I noticed somebody posted in the room, and I guess I'm kind of like that guy. I'm a little gun shy about bringing my pile of games and dumping them on a table. Is that an issue?
Reasonable. No, that's reasonable. I would be a little bit worried about doing that too. We haven't had any issues yet. We've had one person took home 2 copies of the game on accident, 2 copies of the same small, tiny Epic game.
Yeah.
And he just hand delivered it to the other attendee. They both contacted us, thankfully. And we contacted each other, and they were both willing to exchange phone numbers. And the man that accidentally took it just drove it to the other guy's house an hour away and was like, sorry. I should have realized I had 2 copies of this. But that is the only real. We've had no real issue with. We would have replaced it for him if we hadn't found it, thankfully. But yeah, I mean, if you let people play your games, that's always a little bit of a risk, I suppose. We're trying to move more and more away from that and grow our library.
Well, your library has to be growing because it was a fair size last year, and I know you got more donations from publishers and people since then. So, well, what is your game library looking like now?
I think we're at about 500 titles. We've got some more heavy, definitely more heavy games this year, which is nice, and we're going to purchase some more heavy games to add to the library as well. We have a lot. We have a really big, heavy gaming audience, so.
Like popular stuff like Terraforming Mars or Lacerda titles?
I think we need to add a Lacerda title for sure. We got Twilight Struggle just recently, Castles of Burgundy. Oh my goodness, what else did we get? Francis Drake. Yeah, quite a bit. We're up to about 500 titles now, I think, which considering it has been almost entirely attendee donations, that's pretty amazing. Now we're getting publisher donations as well, but previously it was just what we bought and what people had donated.
Well, whatever I don't sell in the auction, I will be giving to you as per tradition.
That is literally, how the library got to be what it is. It's like people who don't end up selling things. And and any games that we end up in excess of, like we have multiple copies, we give away to schools and stuff. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's not like we're auctioning them. We donate them to other programs that can use them.
I wouldn't have minded if you auctioned them and then just bought other titles for the library. I mean... Yeah,
that makes sense too, I suppose. But we like to pass on the good deed.
Pay it forward. That's nice.
Yeah.
So,
and yes, we will grow in the future. Sorry. But for the next 2 years, we'd like to hold steady.
Right.
We're good with our 500. But
so that is
sell out. So is there 24-hour gaming?
There is 24-hour gaming. So the public library, this is the one change from last year. So people who bring their games to share and put out on the public library tables, that will be locked down and that will all be monitored until midnight and then completely locked down. The
Okay.
small ballroom and our gaming library, however, will be accessible all 24 hours. That will not close. So you have lots of game choices still.
The small
And obviously,
ballroom.
if you want your own game out of the library before we lock up to play overnight, grab it. It's all really clearly marked on all of the signage we have for the event, and we'll be pushing obviously more in the newsletter and the website between now and then as well.
So speaking of pushing things, there are a ridiculous number of events considering this is all of 3 days long. No, I'm serious because I just looked through the list trying to figure out what game Chip was showing off, and I couldn't figure it out, but I did stumble upon like 400 other things.
I know what game Chip is showing off. I opened the Designer Alley thing. Chip is showing off a game called Hit the Jackpot.
I was right. It is the slot machine game.
It is the slot machine game.
All right. So now, you know, I was wrong about the dressmaking game. I'm right about that. Getting the batting average back up.
Hey, 50% is not bad.
So let's talk like what's Fancy Friday?
Fancy Friday is exactly what it sounds like. People get dressed up. They play games. We get fancy.
Yeah, I remember wearing my pajamas, so maybe I'm doing it wrong.
That is Pajama Saturday.
Or am I doing it right?
That is Saturday that we pajama up. That is always an unofficial event. We don't advertise that as a specific event just because we have that slight fear that somebody will show up and yep, and like lingerie or something. I will push, and then I was going to put it as onesie night, but then even somebody else pointed out that sometimes women call bodysuit things onesies. So I'm just going to call it Keegan Murray night.
Which American Pie sequel was it where they have the guy with the assless chaps?
Please don't do that.
I can do it if it's assless chaps, but I'm dressed like a rotisserie chicken, though, right? Just to clarify.
I think that's probably the one loophole for the assless chaps. As long as you're wearing the rotisserie chicken suit under.
No one will notice at that point.
No.
Anyway, so I keep taking us off track. I'm playing the role of Bill tonight.
Yeah, I can see Bill bringing that up.
So Fancy Friday. So then we got also on Friday night. So that starts at 7. At 9 o'clock we have Geeky Trivia.
Geeky Trivia.
I don't want to brag too much, but I won last year. Actually, to be clear, Ruth and Chris Mitchell won. I just happened to be lucky enough to sit with them.
I remember Ruth being pretty amazing.
They were. The two of them were crushing it. I got one question right, I think.
That still helped, though, Eric.
I just want to say, my wife and I went to dinner, and we won first place at bar trivia. We also came in last place. We were the only people playing, but nonetheless.
I thought you meant 2 rounds.
No.
You were the only people playing.
We were the people playing in that whole bar. Yeah, that's okay.
Patrick, we need new bingo cards that have the word assless chaps.
Assless chaps.
That's what I'm hearing from Paul. Oh, that's for episode 200, Paul. So
I'm working on that now.
So before we move right along, that's going to be hosted by the same.
No, it's not actually. No, this year it is hosted by my friends over at Boards and Brew, the new board game cafe. Patrick has been there with me actually. Keating and guests will be running Geeky Trivia this year. I don't remember who else is running it with him. Dave probably. But it'll be a similar format for trivia. Unfortunately, our friends at the castle will be out of town this year.
I like them. They were fun, but I'm sure these people will be fun too.
She is also pregnant, so she's making us a baby. And let's see, that's it. Oh no, on the other Friday event, which all weekend, this one's running all weekend, is the escape room.
Oh, yeah. 10-minute escape room.
Yeah, You've Been Poisoned escape room, and it is being run by Tim Blank, who designed Oh My Gods and Boom 1 2, which just came out at Essen. Yeah.
Yes, I know him from Twitter. That took me a second.
Yeah, you know him from Twitter.
Sounds familiar.
And all of the money from this one goes to charity. It goes to Boston Children's Hospital. So that's pretty great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm pretty pumped that he's going to run that. And we have a theater room this year.
And what is the playtime on that? Are we talking like a lengthy thing?
Or 10 minutes.
Short? So
I think it's 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah.
Little short one. All right.
It is a short one. And we added the Early Risers Cereal Club.
All right.
For my Patrick.
Thank you. Even 6 a.m. is early for me. I'm just commenting there.
Oh, see? We're running at 6 to 9, I think. So you're good.
All right. We'll see when I show up. Probably 6.
It is literally just little tiny boxes of cereal. We've got I think we got a projector and cartoons to play in one of the rooms so that people can watch cartoons if they want. And people are planning on bringing their Euros and their kitschy games. So it'll be an interesting mix.
Oh, you could bring the Great Magnificent Racing.
Yeah, that'd be a great time for the kitsch games. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Ben in the chat is asking more about the barbecue place. I Googled it quick. Is it Willie Jules? Is that the barbecue place that I went to?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Here is the link.
I found it. Yeah.
Ben. Boom. Willie Jules. There was more than one result that came back, but I thought this was the one. It's really good. Yes, Andrew, you should book a plane. Do it.
You should.
Andrew.
You wanna get my luggage?
If you're Andrew,
just come on over.
Just come on and snuggle. I'm sure somebody has room in their room. Can offer you a bed. I mean, room in their room.
We can add a cot to the room for you, Andrew.
Sure.
You can snuggle with Maho, and I won't it all. It's fine. It's totally fine. You can sleep on my floor. I'll step on you. Cool. It's not like I sleep at the convention. I go to bed at like 4 or 5, and I'm downstairs again at 8:30. So
6 a.m. You're going to be down there at 6 a.m. with us.
Speaking of down there early at 6 a.m., I only have one question. Is there Captain Crunch?
There's pictures
No.
of it on the party thing. Is the hotel?
The hotel is not sold out, but it is almost sold out. I think we have 1 or 2 executive level rooms left, and there are only a few rooms in the hotel, not even just in our hotel block, just at all. We've sold out most of the hotel. So that's a thing. I think there might be lucky charms. I don't know. I tweeted a picture, guys.
Yeah. Eric, we can swing by the grocery store.
Take a break from hosting to see if there's going to be cereal I like.
You are welcome to bring your own cereal. Like, I have to go get
if I get up at 6 a.m., it's going to be for free cereal.
It's going to be for free cereal. Well, I'm going to go get some that have gluten-free cereals this next week. So
you have alternative milks. My roommate wants to know.
Oh, here we go. Here's the assorted pack: Frosted Flakes, Mini Wheats, Fruit Loops. Oh, Corn Pops. I like Corn Pops.
There you go, Corn
Apple
Pops.
Jacks, Rice Krispies. All right, I will get up for Corn Pops.
I believe we will have regular milk, but I'm pretty sure.
But also, it doesn't matter because Brandon Rojas said he's making me an omelet.
Oh yeah, he's bringing that omelet maker.
Yeah. You're bringing an omelet maker? That's amazing.
Yeah, his wife said he has to get rid of it anyway, so I think it's going to be the last hurrah of the
donated to the library.
That's amazing. You could donate it to the G2S, and then you guys can just make your omelets. That's fine. Mm-hmm. It's reasonable. We've gotten interesting. We decided like we should do a thing for the early risers to get people to come out and play games and not just hide in their rooms earlier in the morning. And then it was like, oh, we should add cartoons. And then I joked about the cereal bar. And when I went to the hotel recently to do one of our final walkthroughs, I was like, hey, so would it be okay if we had tiny boxes of cereal we give to people? Because I didn't know if the hotel was all right with it or not. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. So we bought so many tiny cereal boxes.
Is the escape room guy going to be up? Because I think he should retheme it to be a serial killer.
Wait, what was the name of the escape room? The poison? You've been poisoned?
Yeah.
So
you've been poisoned, yeah.
You've been poisoned early risers club.
I swear I'm not intending to poison any of you. Okay. Now let me tell you, we were like, we can bring milk for people, and then we realized, no, we can't do that. What if somebody got sick? So the hotel can provide milk.
That's
but we
a
have
good
to
idea.
pay it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Nice.
So at 9 a.m. on Saturday, there's another event happening.
There is in the theater room. Flip Flory's Super Saturday Family Feud cereal featuring the Family Gamers.
Nice.
One take.
I am reading it from my phone.
I'm trying to read it, and it's a long title.
It's a very, I mean, I had to write it, yeah.
And it's got a ton of alliteration in it, too.
So much. He's trying to kill us here. It's Team FFSSBGS versus the Family Gamers, with moderator Chris from Flip the Table hosting the Family Feud Showdown of the Ages. It's a triple podcast team up. This will be a live podcast recording, and it's guaranteed to be a blast. Games, audience participation, fun, and prizes.
So Patrick
They always do a great job.
Talked about doing a live recording at G2S, but then we never actually organized anything because we are not as good as Flip.
You didn't. Flip does this every year, though.
Good job being Flip.
Yep.
He's pretty good like that. And they're always, if you've gone to any of the Flip the Table or Flip's board game serial, oh my goodness, what's his name of his podcast? Flip Floyd Super Saturday Serial is usually what it's called, I think. Live recordings, they're amazing. Flip is really good at getting the audience engagement. It's pretty great.
I agree.
And and then after that, we have the flea market, which is new. Woohoo! That one's being hosted by the Cardboard Republic. Will Ryan, really?
Yeah.
Mr. LaFlamme, who tried to die via electricity today. So
he'll just be there with whatever he's selling, and other people that want to sell will just
he's organizing it on the Geek.
it's all pre-organized. Yes, you have to do a Google Doc sign up thing, and I think there's only one spot or two spots remaining, something like that.
Oh,
yep.
I thought it was much more casual than that.
Mm-hmm. So whatever we can't get rid of is Paul's prize from winning the bingo card. He's still in the chat.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. There has been a live podcast recording at each of the multi-days, and it's been a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. It's one of those things that I was actually really nervous about the first year, except for what Flip the Table's last show, right? So obviously that had to be a thing, but they do an amazing job every year. It's really engaging and fun, and people love it.
Yeah. I was at the first GS2 big one. I didn't go last year.
Yeah. And we've got Minnie's Paint and Take back again, hosted by Pranav and Eddie.
And apparently it's Fallout themed. I did the Paint and Take last year. I had never, like 20 years ago, I tried to paint a D&D mini when I was playing, but like as an adult, I never painted a mini, and I actually did like a decent job considering I had like absolutely no idea what I was doing and only like did it in like 20 minutes. So it's not as hard as you might think it is, even though they're tiny little things.
Yep.
I mean, people loved last year's. I didn't get to go because it conflicted with when I was working the registration desk. But people loved it, and Eddie sent me
the pictures. And minis are provided for free, and there are instructors there to help idiots like me. And if I can do it, I promise you can do it.
Absolutely, it'll be fun. People will love it. You can paint your things, and then we have a game show on Saturday night.
What kind of game?
It's like Heartthrob or something, isn't it?
It is. It's Board Game Designer Heartthrob, or Board Game Heartthrob. Excuse me, not Board Game Designer Heartthrob. We decided that seemed potentially too mean, so it'll be like generic board games inspired by real ones. Heartthrob version instead of men, and there's different rounds that you do different things. It's not.
So we're going to be objectifying board games, generic board games.
Yes, and like mechanics in the game and flaws of a game, and
All right.
It should be fun. And then we have our hosted Two Rooms and a Boom. My friend Randy from Tabletop Gamers Alliance hosts that for us every year.
Yeah, I was going to say that's been going on. That's not new.
Yes. So the first year, the Dicebreaker Boys did it for us, and they were expecting to get like 15 people, and he ended up with like 50, and he said, "Never again." We've never done it. They are, yeah. The boys will be there. Mm-hmm. Benji and MJ will both be there. But yeah, Benji was like, no, that was too many people. I don't know what to do, even with 2 sets. So Randy runs a pretty large one really regularly, and he's used to a really good turnout. So now Randy hosts it for us. And it usually gets like 30 to 50 people, and he runs
Mhm.
multiple rounds and multiple games at the same time, and he does an amazing job, and people love it. So, yay! And it saves me the sanity of having to try to find somebody who can handle running multiple at different times.
So it looks like there's one more like official event. Oh, two more, because they're on Sunday. There's the Keyforge tournament, which I'm pretty sure is about as self-explanatory as one can get. So it's $15 to do that, and you get a deck with that, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Yep. Sealed deck with it and prize stuff. There is, I believe, only one ticket available still for it. I got the 1 ticket warning email earlier. So there's literally one spot left in the Keyforge tournament. So if anybody is in the chat,
I could guarantee I could stay that late on Sunday, I would take it. But I like to keep Sunday like real flexible because I have a 4-hour ride home.
Yeah, I know you do. Oh, and Paul asked if there's play to win. There will be play to win games. Yep.
Oh, and I know one of them is between two castles of Mad King Ludwig, another long.
Yeah. And we have My Little Scythe and oh my goodness. The new Forbidden Sky.
Oh, Forbidden Lights and Blinky things.
Yeah,
Yes, I believe that is the name, yeah.
Forbidden Circuits in the Sky.
Forbidden Sky, right?
Yes. I know. Stop bouncing out early, Brandon. Yes, it's fun. Maho and I played it. It's enjoyable. Oh, and our final actual event. Oh, no, we have 2 more. I'm sorry. We have BYO Word Game at 10 a.m., which is hosted by Mark Corsi.
Bring your own word?
Bring your own word game. Yeah. They just played word games.
Establishmentarianism.
Yep. And then our final event at 2 p.m., same as every year, Sign the Sign, where you can win a free badge to next year's Granite Game Summit.
And you don't actually have to do that on Sunday. You can do that whenever you get there.
Yep. And as long as the name is pulled and like the name that the Tiddlywink lands on is legible, we will contact you with your information on how to get your free badge. Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. So sign super ginormous is what I'm hearing.
That's what I was thinking.
No, you brats. You want it to fit inside the thing.
Oh, it's got to fit within it? So you
I mean, it's got to be close to fitting within the thing. If it gets like the corner of the letter B and it's over somebody's actual name, we're going for the name, not just the letter B.
Got it.
See what I'm saying here?
Mm-hmm.
Also, you know how many people don't pay attention to the sign, this side of the sign? And I frame them. I have them from each G2S frame.
Yes.
And people sign the other side.
Sometimes people sign the other side because the first side is pretty full.
Sometimes people sign pseudonyms too.
Mm-hmm. Yes. This is valid. And sometimes people draw inappropriate pictures. What's your point?
Yeah. So that is
that'd be like MJ and
it's Des usually.
Okay.
MJ is pretty well behaved.
All right. That is a Granite Game Summit's itinerary for the weekend. Cool. That's a pretty full weekend. Pretty exciting. Mm-hmm. What are you most excited about?
Who are you talking to?
Whoever's going to answer me first.
Go, Patrick, go.
Eric and I have like a schedule, have scheduled the entire weekend.
Yeah,
you guys are crazy.
It's funny because me and Patrick just did that the other day before. Now I just looked at all this and I'm like, whoops.
Yeah.
But it's cool because I want to play all these games. Me and Patrick, we wind up talking about all these games all year long, and we only see each other twice a year, so we get backlogged.
Mm-hmm. So we're playing
like Brandon and Dan is going to play Power Grid with us, and the Architects game because he's an architect.
Yep.
And only Brandon wanted to play Jamaica with us, Patrick. And yes, Dan, I know you like Jamaica.
We'll round up some randos.
Yeah, I'm sure we could find people to. The game takes like 45 minutes, even with like a full table of 6. Yes, we only want fun people anyway, Dan.
That's right.
You can play Power Grid with us because you don't need to be fun to play Power Grid. I'm
playing King's Cribbage with Patrick.
That's correct. And I don't know if you saw Ryan.
I saw.
Oh, that's right. That expanded into the whole glasses conversation. Really.
That expanded into the glasses conversation, which got me that good Photoshop. I should change my profile picture.
Yes.
Yeah. How did we get to that? But yeah, somehow we got to the fact that he doesn't have glasses anymore and he got the laser eyes.
G2S Tada Photoshop job.
That's right. I will get that tank top. G2S on one breast, Tada on the other. It's one way to market things.
2 ways.
Oh, that's the...
Gotcha.
Oh my God. Is that why the name of the title is Tada? G2S. Got it.
There's almost been some water on my laptop. You're the worst.
Well, folks, we should just wrap it up here. It's not going to get better than that.
Oh, probably not.
I love you. Who's going to get fancy with me? Patrick, are you going to get fancy with me?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get fancy.
Okay. Eric,
I don't know what fancy means. A shirt and a tie. So
that's fancy?
Not wearing sweats that day.
That's fancy. I mean, I'm pretty sure Mike, our Tux and Tails guy, has his badge.
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
yeah.
I'll figure something out.
You'll be so fancy. I have dresses if you'd like to borrow one, Eric.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah. You're going to look so pretty. So pretty. I'll do your hair even.
There you go.
Yeah. I'll like glue a bow down. It'll be good.
You'll dress up my little tuft. No, I was wearing the hat because I need to shave my head. This is what happened. You know, it looks ridiculous when I don't shave my head now.
Yeah, I think I've only ever seen you with your head shaved before. It's a little bit floozy.
Yeah, it is.
It's got some faux. Daniel never dresses up with us. He refuses, but we love him just the same.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, Daniel? Daniel wore his owl jammies, though.
He said they're too warm, though.
Oh, you'll be fine, Daniel. We'll turn the heat down in the pajama room. Oh, he's the worst. Well, I don't know what he's saying no to, but still, he's the worst. Not either way. Just anyway, except for the lovely Mr. Newman in the chat did pick up a bunch of games from Toy Fair for us for the library.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
So, do you have sponsors that are sponsoring the show or donating stuff? Did we already talk about that?
No, we didn't talk about it. We do have sponsors, though.
Yeah, we should talk about that.
Yeah, we have a local game store, Relentless Dragon, who sponsored, I think, the table tents. And we have Diversions, which is our main vendor at the event. And they're sponsoring raffle.
I love Diversions.
Swag bags. They're so good, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're the best. They're going to be, this is their first year vending for us. It's going to be phenomenal. This is the best. Like, working with them has been so good. They're so good. They're so helpful and just lovely. That's who's running our Keyforge tournament as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have...
What about publishers? I know you said some publishers were sending you some stuff.
We have Game Right and Haba and Stonemeyer Games and Eagle and Rio Grande and White Wizard Games and...
Well, that
my
runs
goodness.
The whole gamut from children's games to light games to heavier games to thematic games. There you go.
And Sagrada. Oh my gosh. Well, I cannot think of Floodgate. Thank you, Floodgate game. Like
Daniel's saying yellow. I don't know if he's.
Oh yeah, and Yellow. Like yeah, Daniel got his thing from Yellow.
And Dragon. I don't know. He wrote it, not me.
I don't know. Sure, whatever.
Something else.
He got us stuff, so yeah.
Oh, okay, so he's bringing you surprise stuff you don't even know about.
Yeah, he's got the stuff. I don't know. It's fun. Oh, we also have our other unofficial event that Brandon is one of the people who spearheads with the beer exchange. Where
that's right.
It's just a group of our attendees who meet up every year and exchange beer from different places. They love it.
No, Daniel was just mocking the way you say dragon.
No.
Daniel. Dragon is fine. It is not dragon. I refuse to say that.
So beer meetup. I heard beer meetup. Tell us about the beer meetup.
Beer. There's the beer meetup. I don't know. Brandon's organizing it. They exchange beer.
Oh.
They call it the Granite Game Summit. And they meet up at some point and exchange beer every year. It's been going on since the very first Granite Game Summit that was only a day. So they're cute. And we have our official collapsible dice cups this year.
What is an official
It's a beer
collapsible
cozy.
dice cup?
It's a beer cozy. Also
Those
known as an
would
official
Probably be really
dice cup.
lousy dice cups, though.
Yeah, because they usually have holes in the bottom.
They're foam. Oh yeah, well that too. We had to find a way to make it seem like it was a game thing. But they're beer koozies.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we have extra vendors this year. We have the coaster lady, that is not what she is called. It's been a long week, and also I'm in Seattle, so shush. There's a lady who is vending really nice. She has really amazing coasters with board game themes on them. And then we have Pineworks, which I think is like dice trays and geeky art and dice towers. There we go. It's just me simulating dropping dice for 45 minutes because I can't think of the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's our first time accepting more than just a game vendor, so yay.
There is also a auction.
The auction is up to 900 games.
It's
900
ridiculous.
games. It's getting ridiculous.
914. What I'm just looking at.
914?
Yes.
Holy whoa. Okay.
It grows
couple of
every
games.
day.
Get in there and buy some games, guys.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of really good stuff listed.
I think the last time I checked, it was only 500 or 600.
No, it's 914. I'm on it right now.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I believe you. I'm just saying it's growing.
It's grown a lot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think like 6 or 8 of those are mine. Only one someone bid on.
Oh,
I mean,
Traveler's Passage.
it's that thing where most people wait until the last like 48 hours and then the bids go crazy.
yeah. They bid $1.
Right, exactly. Well, are they? And then everybody starts bidding everything up. And last year I was like, oh no, nobody's bidding on anything in the auction. And then when I checked the last day, I was like, oh, everything is being bid on almost. Like there was a huge change there. People just wait to the end.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're like me, you can snipe a tiny Nintendo from Daniel and never live it down.
Tell me more.
Darren Kisgin, who is one of our designers, he designed Dragonwood, and he's showing Dragon Realms this year. Was selling his little Dragon. He was selling his little Nintendo Classic last year in the auction. I outbid Daniel at the end of the auction. I mean, not the very end. I outbid him like an hour or two. Oh, I will never live it down.
Hilarious.
It's so good. I mean, I still love you.
I don't want to
I really wanted that tiny Nintendo, okay?
I don't want to say that I purposely don't bid on anything if I know any of the people that bid on it, but I definitely don't bid on anything if I know any. I usually only bid on things that no one's bid on. I'm like, oh look, that already has a home. I don't want to make waves.
I get that guilt too, and I don't normally bid against anybody, and especially not against my friends, but you know.
But it's Dan. That's okay.
Yeah.
I
literally was like, he's going to be so mad at me. But I have to get this stupid tiny Nintendo because I've wanted one for forever. And this is my one opportunity. But now you can buy them again. It's fine. He got the Super Nintendo one.
The Take and Bake event has a page now. It just popped up.
The Wake and Bake event? What?
Take and Bake.
Oh, good. Which one of my partners is updating the website? Good.
Oh, it's on BGG.
Oh, on BGG. Oh.
Annie Kamozol. Is that somebody?
Oh, yeah, that's Pranav. That's his screen name. Mm-hmm. He's the one who hosts it. He's also the one that got all the donations, all of the supplies and minis donated for the event.
Hey.
Yeah, he did really well. I mean, the Fallout minis are pretty cool. And he got a bunch of paints and stuff donated too. Last year he was like, if I could get things donated, can I host this event? And I was like, yeah. I don't see any reason not to. I think that sounds amazing. Let us know if you need anything from us. And like tablecloths. That was it. Mm-hmm.
So do you have tablecloths, or do you have like chunky wooden tables with like big splinters coming out of them?
No, everything at the hotel is brand new.
Nice.
I don't know if they have tablecloths or they're just naked tables. I honestly don't remember now.
Oh, I could go for naked tables.
Oh, I think they're naked.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure they're naked tables. We have to order. They didn't have enough tables and chairs for us, so we're getting tables and chairs from a vendor as well, rental company, and they are being delivered Thursday. Those ones, they're going to be in different rooms though, so that everything in one room matches.
Right.
We're a little extra like that. We like to make sure things match.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, it's the little things, right? Like this is part of the reason we opted to cap the ticket sales and sell out this year, so we could focus on the little things and get them all running well. We put QR codes on the badges this year, so no more raffle tickets.
Good.
When you play a play-to-win game, we scan your badge, we scan the name, and you're input into the system for the raffle. And then when the raffles end, it will be so much easier and so much quicker. And it's all just done through a computer thing with an algorithm, and it's 1,000 times easier. Last year, all of those tickets we used new raffle boxes, and they were collapsible, and the tickets got stuck on all of the raffle boxes that were full. The tickets got stuck in every fold, so we had to destroy the raffle boxes and like shake them out. It was a real pain. So it ended up taking like an hour and a half to empty the raffle boxes. No more.
That's great.
So we have just found a way to streamline that, thankfully. Yeah.
Any final G2S thoughts, Kimberly?
I think we have 18 tickets remaining.
Wow.
We're really close to selling out.
Yeah, 18 or 21. It'll sell. I mean, yeah. We're not going to sell tickets at the door, just period. So maybe Sunday we might allow because people leave on Sunday. But yeah, if there's anybody out there that's on the fence, you should probably buy your ticket. They are refundable for a little bit still. But yeah, we're pretty much sold out.
Cool.
We've been down to, we hit less than 100 last week, and it's just been dropping every chunk every day.
How about you, Patrick? You got anything else?
I'm just excited to go.
I'm so excited to see all of my people.
I am just excited to hang out with all my friends. Good friends that aren't yet good friends.
Yep.
He's looking at you, Patrick. I saw that.
I get to meet Brandon. Hello, Brandon, in the game, in the chat room. Yeah.
You've never met Brandon Rojas?
I have not. No.
Oh, Brandon's such a sweetheart.
That's not what I've heard.
I believe I met him through G2S. Or maybe not.
He was there. Yeah. He's probably been there a couple times, right?
He's been to at least the last 3, I think. Brandon would have to answer that for me. I mean, I think we met on Twitter, but in person we met at Granite Game Summit.
Yeah.
And yeah, come out, play games with us. We have cool events. We have people who fly in. Last year was 13 different states of people, which was pretty cool. Having people from 13 different states when we're just a small new convention was made.
Is anyone flying in that you know this year besides Patrick?
Oh yeah, Marguerite and
from the
Chris Mitchell. Yeah.
Chris Mitchell's coming again?
Yeah, Chris Mitchell's coming again. Yep.
Yay!
They're roommates. And we have people from Michigan who have flown in for everyone since the first one. They were here on accident for the first one, and they fly back every year now. And then we have
that is the best story as far as like your brand goes, right there.
Yeah, that was the best. They were here for a high school reunion, I think, and extended the trip for the first one because they were like, "What is this? A board game convention? That's cool." And one of them, the wife was pregnant at the time, and then they came back out for the fall event. And because now they have family here, so they can just build it in with when they come to see family. And they had a teeny tiny baby at the fall event, our second ever. They had a teeny tiny baby in a stroller. And then they came out for the multi-day, and now the baby stays with grandma. And they come in and play during the day, and then they go back to grandma's house at night, and they fly in from Michigan every year. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yep. And every year when they buy their tickets, they email us and tell us that they're coming back. It's cute.
Cool.
And yeah, I like it. It makes us feel good. Oh, and we have somebody who flies in from Texas every year and somebody who flies in from Florida.
Wow.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
you got Ohio
And
representing.
we got Ohio. We have our Ohio boy back. Aw.
I don't know how to do it. I've
Yeah.
only lived here 20 years.
Next year we gotta get Bill to come back and represent Wisconsin.
I know. I mean, that's his game plan.
But I can't fault him for going out to
No, he's going on vacation.
to Portland either.
Seattle.
Oh, whatever. That's all on the west side of the country for me.
I mean, I'm in Seattle currently, so I'm gonna tell you it's Seattle.
No, that's right. I've been to Seattle. I have not been to Portland, but you know, I mix them up because they both have huge gaming communities.
I like Portland more.
Well, I really like Seattle.
Oh, Portland was great. I really enjoyed Portland.
That speaks well for it.
Yeah. They're
Ooh,
both
Ben says he's going to join him next year. Awesome, Ben.
do it, Ben. You
I
should do it.
gotta put a face to this little screen name handle here. Well,
Yes.
I have a face, but it's like one mic.
But a little teeny tiny.
Mhm.
Yeah. A little tiny
Yeah.
thumb. Yeah. But yeah, you should do it. And join us. Thank you for
All
not
right,
actually
so we
making me
should probably
spit
wrap
water on
things
the
up.
screen.
Yes. Yes. We should.
All
wrap
right.
it.
So, Kimberly, how do people go to get tickets if there's any left and find out more about Granite Game Summit?
GraniteGameSummit.com.
Obligatory. I believe Bill's birthday bash still redirects there.
I believe so. I believe Kimberly might as well. I'm not sure.
I don't know if it still does or not.
I don't know. Yeah.
And if they want to get a hold of you, Kimberly, to talk about
Anything. You can find me on Twitter at KJRevia. Also the same thing on Instagram, where I post a lot more pictures because it's Instagram.
Bet.
And you can follow the Granite Game Summit stuff. G2 Summit on both.
Coolio.
Yeah.
Eric.
BillsBirthdayBash.com does redirect. Bleep Kimberly does not.
Okay. So Bill's birthday bash, still another way to go to Granite Game Summit and buy your tickets.
And you can find me on Twitter at Eric Buscemi, or you can find stuff I write on the Punchboard Media website.
Cool.
Yeah.
You, Patrick?
And I am Patrick Hillier. I am on Twitter at Over the Hillier, and I also write occasionally on the Punchboard Media website. And we also, Eric and I also do a little show called Patrick Eric in the Morning, which
see,
we'll
we're
drop.
the older half. I am the balder half, and together, when our powers combined, we entertain each other for about half an hour on Saturday mornings.
That's right.
Hopefully, we entertain all 6 of our listeners as well.
You know it.
Oh, yeah.
But speaking of Punchboard Media, where our shows are, we are the Cubist is a proud member of Punchboard Media, where we all bring something to the table.
We're gonna work on that when we get together next week.
We should.
Yeah, that's we're gonna dedicate a whole hour to that.
That's definitely gonna be a priority.
Yeah, that's first priority right there.
Over cereal with cereal in her mouth to make it more mumbly.
We could just record it though and just play a clip. That would be better, probably.
That would be. I don't know how to do that. I have no idea what I'm doing when I run this show. Isn't that obvious?
Same.
No comment.
All right. Goodbye. Have a good night. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks everyone for joining us.
Bye.